All right, guys. Gaius Julius Caesar. The commentaries on the Gallic War. This one is number 24. So remember, the food is getting scarce. The Romans were trailing the Helvetians, just making sure they're not causing trouble. They decided not to engage, but then they realized they need to eat, and they're still a distance away from a town that yields a lot of corn to feed his soldiers. So they kind of disengage. They decide to go around the Helvetians or just pick up the pace to get to the food. And the Helvetians are a little arrogant. They think, oh, they're afraid of us. They're afraid, or they think we're gonna stop the food, or they think we're gonna take all the food. So they see a chance, an opportunity to attack. So that's where we're at right now. So 24. Caesar, when he observes this, draws off his forces to the next hill and sent the cavalry to sustain the attack of the enemy. He himself, meanwhile, drew up on the middle of the hill a triple line of his 4 veteran legions in such a manner that he placed above him on the very summit the 2 legions which he had lately levied in hither Gaul, and all the auxiliaries, and he ordered that the whole mountain should be covered with men, and that meanwhile the baggage should be brought together into one place, and the position be protected by those who were posted in the upper line. The Helvetii, having followed with all their wagons, collected their baggage into one place. They themselves, after having repulsed our cavalry and formed a phalanx, advanced up to our front line in very close order. So yeah, very close order. You got a fucking Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. Lucky guy. Okay, so the Helvetii, having followed with all their wagons, collected their baggage into one place, they themselves, after having repulsed our cavalry and formed a phalanx, advanced up to our front line in very close order. Well, so they're ready to engage, but they're going to engage no matter what, even though it says Caesar actually is. He himself, meanwhile, drew up on the middle of the hill a triple line of his 4 veteran legions, a triple line, in a manner that placed him above on the very summit the 2 legions which he had lately levied in hither Gaul. He was like 3 people in front of him, 2 lines behind. The whole mountain should be covered with men. Um, looks like the Helvetii are. So what's a phalanx? Phalanx. A body of troops or police officers standing or moving in close formation. Phalanx. It's also a bone of the finger or toe. Phalanx. They repulsed our cavalry. Repulsed. Drive back. Oh, so they drove back the cavalry of the Romans. Drive back by force. So phalanx is like a position of men all together in a formation. And to be repulsed is to be driven back by force. A body of troops or police officers standing or moving in close formation. Phalanx. Driven back. The thing's about to pop off, man.